how's it going, guys? Interact here, and I'm not sure what happened last time. All I remember was Kenji being naked in the showers. I don't know why, but I'm kind of scared of that. And I have a swivel chair, so I'm gonna be swiveling around for a bit. Actually, I should start. I think I should actually first click on the actual game first, and then load it. Cold War. Oh snap! Oh, I can. I don't have to use the mouse. Holy crap! This is all new to me. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna choose this one. Wait, did I choose the wrong one? Hey, I'm the new guy. Remember? Oh my. Okay, I can't. Can I? Oh, so I have to use the mouse. It's not like I could have done much even if I wanted. That's right. You should have expected the transfer student to jump right into it on his first week. Thank you. Lily taking my side feels oddly. Why am I moving in this chair? God dang. Comforting. So I decided to back her up too. Yeah, you're being unreasonable with both of us. With us both. Well then. You and your fancy misplacing words. Why is this even on? I thought I changed it to low. Okay, apparently it doesn't work when I have it. Okay, this button's really loud. Excuses. Miss Class Rep has had plenty of time to deal with her report. If you guys hear like wheels moving, that's me because I am really amused by this chair. It's like I can do whatever. Okay, actually that sounds kind of weird actually. And we repeated off. Oh, god dang it! This is like, and the worst thing is that these the armrest is like up against the desk and it can't go under, so that kind of sucks. But oh well. And why am I getting distracted by this chair? And we repeatedly offered you a position to help with the student council work, but you refused to commit yourself to making their festival a success. Well, you can't make a festival a success if you have something else going on, you know? If you're a new student, then that's fine, you're a new student. But then when it comes to like everything else, you're like, oh no, my headphones! You're like, oh no, and then like, you kind of slack off afterwards. That's how I am actually, with this swivel chair. Yeah, but as I said back then, I'm not sure if I don't have time for this right now. No matter what I do, it will mean being drawn into a confrontation with Shizune, and that is what she wants. Whatever, forget it. I turn my back at them. My god, this chair! It sounds so weird. Lily, class is going to be starting soon, so we can't talk more later. I'll tell Hanako, you were looking for her. God, I can't even. This chair, it's like telling me to like swivel around even though I am wearing headphones. I can feel Shizune freezing. Maybe this is the first time she has ever been ignored in such a blunt manner. Okay, thank you, Hisao. I'll leave now then. Okay, I think this wheel is like loose or something. That's kind of scaring me now. Am I leaving marks on the floor? Nope. She gives me the sweetest smile I've seen all week. Oh my god, one of the tire sound lights, it's dying. I've seen all week, and turns on her heels to make her exit. As soon as Lily walks out the door, I suddenly start feeling reluctant about turning to face Shizune. I can feel her eyes burning into my back, and I can't bring myself to look at her. She must be furious. I keep expecting Misha to say something to alleviate. Oh god. Oh. Alleviate. What is this word? Alleviate or something like that? The tension, but it really is wanting too much. In the end, I go back to my seat and listen to the sound of Shizune's footsteps as she marches out of the room. She doesn't return until a few minutes. I just hit my desk. Just until a few minutes before class. After class, that makes sense. She's the class rep. She is not representing what a class rep's supposed to do. Why is this music loud? Hanako doesn't come to the morning class at all, leaving her seat looking empty and lonely in the back of the classroom. I have to tell her that Lily was looking for her if I see her later. Library time. After the events of this morning, class is pretty boring in comparison. I turn the pages of my textbook lazily. Ow! This chair is like gonna kill me one day. I have a bit of catching up to do, despite trying to keep up my studies at the hospital, but I'm not feeling that enthusiastic about it. Can I like lift this chair first? Okay, cool. The clock at the front of the room sounds unbearably loud. Wow, that must be a loud clock, because if a clock is that loud, then pretty much you're screwed. The teacher hasn't said anything in over 7 minutes, instead of opting to cover the board in rows and rows of equations taken directly from the book. Click. The rhythmic clashing of chalk on the clockboard on the blackboard seems to synchronize perfectly with the ticking of the clock. I saw the copy down the equations just to pass the time, even though they are right there in the textbook. Maybe you won't need the textbook. Wait, I'm not even sure they have lockers, never mind. When the bell rings, I'm not in a hurry because I have nothing to do, so I stay for a while reviewing what we covered in class today. I prefer to leave last anyway, so I don't have to deal with crowding in the hallways. That is a smart, I should do that. Even though most of the time I sit near the front because my teacher's like, hey, you're Asian, sit in the front, and then so I sit in the front or something, and I still manage to leave first. Even if I'm sitting in the back, it makes no sense. I noticed Shizune and Misha have also stayed behind, talking to someone from another class. Shizune is signing so fast that her hands make noises like swords cutting through the air. I actually did that today, and it was really intriguing me. It was really weird. I was like, oh my god, my arms make sounds. Maybe there is pent-up anger in there. Misha's trying desperately to keep up, but it's clear that she can barely manage to even understand her. I put my head down. Whatever they're discussing, it looks like serious business. Well, if it's serious, then you know she's going to be class representative and be like, hey, you do this and this and this, and then get plywood from the art room, which apparently art is considered with plywood. Steal the tables. Shizune signs to the point where her wrists crackle, and Misha struggles to spit it out in word form. Like, I can't read a simple sentence. Thank you very much. Sometimes she trips over herself, like she's dealing with tongue twisters, and then on top of that, she has to sign back anything the other girl says. I'm gonna lower down the music with... Seems like a rough job. Misha looks tired, like she's about to faint. Luckily for her, their business is soon finished and the girls sit down on their seats again. On! Whoa! Fuck! I'm so tired. She's hanging her head limply on her desk, looking exhausted. Well, how would you get for being an interpreter for one person, and then an interpreter for a second person? And then if you were supposed to, you know, say anything, you know, at a audience, then you're pretty much screwed because you're going to be signing and saying stuff at the same time, and so forth. And so there goes the assembly, there goes your entire arms, and later on you will have an infection, and then they're going to cut off your arms, and it ends up being like, hey, you don't have arms anymore, so you can't be a negotiator, so you have to be a foot. Okay, no, I don't know where I'm going with this because this chair is really... I'm not used to swiveling in a chair. I just hit my desk. I'll use the opportunity to reconcile with Shizune without getting roped into the student council thing again, though I suspect that door is now closed for me. Thank you! Festival preparations must be tough for you. Indeed, the people in this school seem to be taking the festival very seriously. Whenever I see people idling around before and after classes, they're always talking about their plans for it. It's kind of neat to see everyone being so enthusiastic about it. I'm probably the only one who doesn't have something to do. Yeah, because you're the new guy. You get a free day. I think that was the call. Shizune scoffs at me first, as if trying to decide whether to ignore me. Really? Ignore her or sneer at me. But in the end, she starts signing without doing either. Duh, what are you... Okay. My dog is used to all the cats around this neighborhood because my neighbors brought in like 10 cats. And why is she barking? There's no reason for her to be barking anymore. I think it must be the dogs. She's not used to the dogs, I'm guessing. Misha perks up looking at her hands with slightly unfocused eyes. Oh, whoa, you did not see that. She signs with harsh, heavy, dramatic strokes. Really? Misha translates her signing into speech for me. She does it so well that it's almost like Shizune is actually speaking, transmitting her thoughts directly through Misha. She must have practiced it vigorously. Well, of course, we're in the student council, you know, so we're pretty busy. Yeah, pretty busy eating cake, I'm guessing. I don't want no cake. I don't want no cake from you. Freaking helping fruitcakes. It's an important duty of ours to ensure the success of the festival with all our strength. Well, it doesn't look like you're doing all your strength because you made me go out and get paint or something like that and I get plywood, but end up you got plywood in the process. And why are you telling me to get plywood in the art class, which doesn't make any sense at all? We should shame ourselves in front of the past student council generations if, whoops, I hit my desk again. I need to, you know, stop swiveling in this chair. Like, wait, isn't it unlocked? No, never mind. We would shame ourselves in front of past student council generations if the festival were to fail. Yeah, because, you know, failing is the answer. Ow, my elbow. That's why we must, there must be no flaws. No, I think that was encumbrance. Okay, why are you speaking Spanish to me all of a sudden? Encumbrances. No, nothing that might make the festival short of perfect. Why would it be so perfect? God dang. Do I look like a perfect person to you? No, I have arrhythmia. Shizune's passionate speech and Misha's enacting are really oddly fitting them. Of them. Oh, hello. Swivel chair. Ow! Hello. Okay, I need to, you know, rearrange this a bit later on because this is like, yeah. I look over my shoulder and see Hanako peering timidly into the classroom, most of her body hidden behind the door. The door. I'm gonna lower the chair again. Is that really okay, fine. But hey, playing delinquent again? Don't you dare. Hanako blushes hard at Misha's straightforward jab, even if it was only in jest. Ah, God, nope. Back away. Shizune stares at her probing. Okay, causing Hanako to look down and start backing away to the point where only her fingers can be seen wrapped nervously around the edge of the door. Maybe she is showing her dislike of Hanako by association of her dislike of Lily. It appears so, and Hanako probably knows it as well. What is it, Hanako? Has Lily been here? Sorry, haven't seen Sato. She came by in the morning though. Hanako keeps looking uneasily at Shizune, who stares back at her with her usual studying gaze. What is she trying to do? Of course, Shizune isn't going to look away, and she's intimidating enough as it is. So I can only imagine how terrified Hanako would be. It is a little uncomfortable watching Hanako's reaction to Shizune's normal behavior. This is what happens when two people of two different extremes meet, it seems. Do you know where she is? It would be funny if I just have the mouse like right next to the mic and just click it every time. That would be weird and yet annoying at the same time. I'm trying to keep it far away as possible. Apparently, if I have it under the desk, well, like with the what was it called? The crap, I completely forgot. The keyboard stand drawer thing, I just hit it again. If she has, okay, you know what's good, I'm gonna go back to reading. If she has any sense in her head, she's in her classroom, working on their festival project. But who knows where that woman is loitering at? What, is she blind? You need to find her? She was looking for you in the morning, but I guess you have missed each other. She waits a little without answering the simple question, looking awfully like she's not sure if it's proper to answer such a question. Yeah, I can come with you, if it's okay. Hanako nods fractionally, still on guard, her shoulders stiff like wood. Oh, great. Again with the wood! I get the feeling that she might be more comfortable by herself after all, but it's too late to back off now. Forget this chair, man. She has this really troubled expression she seems to wear almost constantly. One that makes me constantly be on guard myself. I wonder why. I kind of understand why she always seems to be so worried. Or maybe more like why there could be a person like her. But I still have no idea how I should act around such a person. It's dinner time soon. Were you planning to eat with Lily? She nods slightly. So she might have been trying to get into cafeteria. Well, there's something of a dinner crowd, just like the cafeteria is crowded during lunch. It's not as bad because dinner time is longer than lunch hour, but I can understand why Hanako could be discouraged by going in. From From. I said from. Oh, okay, never mind. I pick up my bag and we take our leave. Hanako skips a little to meet my initial pace, so I slow down to match her speed. And apparently there is no cats yet. It doesn't take long for us to be walking at a comfortable pace down the hallway. It almost feels like we're going up. We're going for a stroll together. Something that I can't say I've really done before with a girl, because you got a heart attack. Hanako doesn't seem to be thinking the same thing though. Even though we are walking at the same pace, she never comes within arm's reach. Oh, of me. I guess she's still a little uncomfortable around me, given how shy she is. There doesn't seem to be much helping. Seem to be much helping it, at least for now. Well, we're back at I just realized that looks like a person. That's a person. That's like a blob person right there. By the time we arrive at the cafeteria, there's not much of a crowd there, but Lily is nowhere to be seen. Hanako's head sinks out, even lower than usual. Have you looked at somewhere else already? Just at the library. I was reading. I need to stop hitting my freaking knee, this chair, at this desk. So she does spend the classes she skips at. The library. So not exactly a thorough search then. Well, if I had to guess, she'd be in her own class, like Shizune said, right? Right. And then the ace. No, I'm just kidding. With the slightest of nods, Hanako agrees with my reasoning. God, she's being so awkward. It's like I need double-layered silk gloves with padding to even begin interacting with her. Well, technically, if the person's super awkward because they don't know what to say. And so, if they don't know what to say, then technically, they don't say anything at all. Because coming from a person, I'm super awkward, and I think I just tangled my headphones in my chair. So coming from a person like me, like I don't care about appearance. I just don't know what to say at certain times. And usually around my friends, I'm just like, hey, I'm like a normal person. But like if I'm in a new class or something, and there's like other people there that I don't know, I just sit there and just be awkward, because the person, what the heck, the person I call my sister at school, because like apparently me and her look the same. Well, she's Cambodian though, but the thing is, I act super awkward around her because I don't know what to say, because my friends mostly act like weird people, and I'm not really sure how she acts because I'm not used to her, because she went to a different middle school than me. And so that kind of like, it's like I guess an awkward situation every time she comes up, but like she tells me not to be awkward around her because I'm not even sure if she knows I make YouTube videos. So thankfully she doesn't know I'm saying this, and hopefully she doesn't find out, thank goodness. But there it goes again. But coming from this type of perspective, you're a new student, you just met this person, and so it will be awkward at first, and then if you get to know the person or the person around that person, then later on you'll know how they react to such situations. And I just hit my elbow. Okay, I'm done swiveling around them, because that was really actually pretty fun, me swiveling around in this chair. Some small talk might help her become a bit more where'd my mouse go? Did I really lose my mouse? Oh no, it's over there. Okay. More used to me, it isn't hard to tell that the silence between us is hovering on the edge of both of our minds. So you and Lily usually hang out together after class, right? Yes. Yes. No. I'm not quite sure what I expected from her answer, nor why I even asked the question. That much was rather obvious after all. She doesn't seem like the type to cultivate a social circle either, so I suspect that Lily may well be her only friend. Just must be a pain being in different classes, I'm guessing. She gives a short, almost reflexive nod. Compared to Lily's careful thought about her actions and speech, Hanako hastens to make her answer as prompt and short as possible. Lily comes by the classroom though, even when she's busy. She gives a small smile as she says it. See, look, you made a smile, evidently appreciating the fact that Lily goes out of her way to help her. It's pretty cute, really. There isn't any need to say more. Both of us content that. Okay, thanks. Okay, you content to what, train? Okay, that's good. Both of us content that the discussions reach an end. As we ascend the stairs back to the lobby, we are met by a group of students heading downstairs like a school of fish moving from one feeding area to another. They're like, I need food, and then they just, never mind, it played perfectly in my head, but I didn't know how I was going to interpret when I say it, so that's kind of weird. They seem to be keeping mostly to themselves, but before I even notice her doing so, Hanako has moved around behind me. Hey, are you alright? Just keep going. Alright, if I trip and fall, it'll be your fault and you'll be damaged, and I'll be like, oh snap, I caused an accident. Then students pass us without as much as a second. I need to be careful with this chair. And Hanako takes up position to my side again as we enter the building. Her momentary reprieve. I can't say these freaking discomprehension again. Reprieve from her anxiety all but snatched away. God, I must feel like an idiot now. Even as we climb towards the 3rd floor, she doesn't seem to relax. Ow, my knee. It isn't as if I've never known a shy person before, or even shy girls, but Hanako seems to be pretty far beyond what I call normal in her fear of other people. If it weren't for Lily acting as a mediator, I doubt Hanako would have even been able to walk beside me like this. She seems to completely shut down in the presence of others. The rest of the walk up to Lily's classroom continues in strained silence while I rue her inability to socialize at all. I don't know why I'm finding all these random words like socialize and I say ing instead of socialize, so I'm gonna screw up in English a lot this year. After we make our way up the stairs, what? There goes again, I said two. I'm so used to saying two. Like, ow. Like, some of these sentences don't make sense, so I add random words to make them sense in my head. And I'm not even okay, I'm gonna continue. The noise coming from Lily's classroom is audible from halfway down the hallway. I wasn't expecting such a din at all. Well, I guess we found her. This wasn't hard. Did Hanako come here first, then come to me for backup? I wonder. Well, if that's true, then at least she's starting to trust me a little. That can only be a good thing. Eventually, the two of us reached the door to class 3-2, with Hanako less than subtly positioning herself behind me. I opened the door. Ezu, I haven't seen this type of fan in a long time. And how come the teacher does not have a swivel chair? He needs a swivel chair, not a podium, a swivel chair. Inside is a hive of activity, seemingly every student in the class talking at once, as they work hurriedly on their separate tasks. Snap, okay, bad idea. Going by the paint cans, decorations, and banners being made, it must be for the upcoming school fest. No, Hisao, it's an art project that all the blind people can work on. I guess my first priority should be finding Lily. She is pretty. Was it lightning outside? There. Finding her among the den is surprisingly easy, not the least because of her looks. With a couple of students gathered around her as she stands at the front of the class, she seems to be in charge of their preparations, or at least busy organizing them. Carefully negotiating a path through the various students hunched over the floor for lack of desk space, I raised a hand entirely out of habit as we finally reach Lily. It'll be weird. It's like he just has his hand up, like, hey, teacher, and it turns out the teacher was blind. Like, he'd be screwed. And hi, Lily. I'm gonna continue reading here. Forget it. She perks her head up as she breaks off talking to a noticeably smaller girl who must be her classmate, trying to listen as best as she can. Sorry, who? Oh, sorry, Hisao. I have Hanako too. Hi. She's pretty skittish considering the number of people around. It isn't too hard to work out why. Lily takes a moment to pause to assess the situation before turning to the other student once again. For the moment, just ask Maria? Oh, Mariah Carey. No, I'm just kidding. God. I swear I heard this name before. I'm pretty sure it was in High School of the Dead. I swear to God. Because I've been, God dang it, I've been like watching too many anime, and I really want to rewatch High School of the Dead again, because after what I've been like hearing and whatnot, thinking, god dang it, Kenji's busy with painting one of the banners already. I quick nod and she bounces off, fingers carefully sliding along the wall's face for orientation. Wait, Kenji? That Kenji? I quickly turn about, leaning to the side to see past Hanako. Sure enough, in a corner of the room, Kenji's hunched over a sheet of cloth as he paints it. Yes, his eyes remain only inches from the brush, reminding me of how close he had to be to make out my face when I met him. Sorry about that. Our class doesn't have many students with even partial eyesight, so they were in high demand. That's right, Class 3-2 was specially for students with poor vision. Preparing for the festival must be pretty arduous for them. Need a hand? I could give you a help if you need some. Maybe Hanako could too. A chance to set her mind on something would do her good, but I doubt she has the has the courage to ask outright. She quickly nods in affirmation. Afterwards, I'm confident I made the right move. Lily gives a noticeable sigh of relief. Ah, that's good. This might actually get finished before everyone goes off to dinner now. Would you be able to help the person painting the main banner? It's a big task for him to do, but nobody else can help. Kenji? Sure. I know him. I know Kenji. Dog, you know Kenji too. Yeah, see, she confirmed it. She seems surprised that I know him. I can't really blame her. I take it you've met? Oh, she must be barking at the neighbors. Yeah, she's barking at the neighbors. Our rooms in the dorms are right next to each other. Hard to miss each other, really. Okay, I'm hearing voices. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Oh no, it's not just coming from the game, okay. Well, it's good to see you're getting friends so fast. Friend? I wonder if that's the right word to use for him. Dog, they're just the neighbors. Hanako's silence during the proceedings reminds me of the reason I put her up to helping in the first place. We'll go help him then. He knows what needs doing, right? That's right. Just keep if you... Oh, just keep... Where did I get keep from? Just ask if you have any problems. Chorusing in assent, Hanako and I begin another trek. What? Trek across the classroom. Kenji sits crouched on the floor, his gaze fixed on the white calico in front of him. Hey Kenji. No answer. He continues dragging his pants pants. Oh my god, I'm like seeing a word and it says pain, but I say pant. What the frick? Paint-soaked brush along the large half-painted Kenji that's sketched on the sheet in pencil. Kenji? Huh? What? Who is it? I bet you my neighbors hate me because I record at night, so I scream like a banshee from time to time when I'm playing like Kingdom Hearts. And I used to record Cry of Fear at night, so I bet you my neighbors hate me now. And this is the way he treats his class members. It's no small wonder he's working on this alone. It's me, Hisao from the... Right, I know that man. What are you doing here, though? His dismissive attitude annoys me. He must be the type to really get focused on his work, hating to be disturbed by anyone until he's done, I suppose. While we talk, the sound of Hanako's footsteps as she walks out from behind me reminds me that she's here. I was just going to help with the banner. Hanako and I, that is. Hello. Oh, hey, I guess that's okay. Hey, that rhymed! You rhyme! You're gonna be a rapper, Kenji. As soon as... Okay. As soon as Hanako enters the equation, his demeanor takes a complete about-face. His sudden fox hospitality is slightly unsettling. Alright, women. On second thoughts, this may not have been a great idea after all. Why are you guys so close? There's something over there. Wait, is that hands? Why would they have hand sanitizer in a classroom that's for blind people? What? How are they supposed to know where hand sanitizer is? Hanako and I grudgingly set ourselves down on the opposite side of the cloth banner to Kenji, noting the several small paint tins on the ground around it. Class 3-2. Noodle stall? Yes. You guys selling noodles at the festival on Sunday? On a Sunday? Yeah. some stalls outside, or something. Or something? His non-committable nature sparks a fair amount of suspicion on my behalf. The task at hand comes first, though. So how do you want to split this? We do borders while you do the text? Or do you want to switch and do the borders? Text is mine, you do borders. He has surprisingly strong feelings on the topic. Yeah, why do I click the mouse so loud? As I reach over to grab a brush, notice Hanuko's already debating between colors to use. You know, red would be pretty useful right now. By the time I put brush to cloth, she's already started on a delicate pattern. Looks like my idea of taking her mind off of everyone around her worked. You did good. With a dark blue stroke, the three of us silently get to work. Not before Kenji takes advantage of Hanuko's working to lean towards me and whisper conspiratorially, though. Okay, man. Why are you here? Hanako just wanted some help to find Lily, that's all. He apparently disapproves of my motivations. I get it. It looks like I misjudged you. You're infiltrating them, aren't you? Going deep undercover? Yeah, definitely going deep undercover. I should have guessed. Letting the truth slip by him would probably be better than outright lying or annoying him in any case. Is that why you're here? Obviously, it sucks, but there's no better way to get intel than going in yourself. I'm like shuffling in this chair. It's made out of leather, apparently. We gotta stick together, man. This is a harsh school, a harsh world. And my earbuds are getting stuck in them. Okay, thank you, earbuds. Yes, very harsh. Well, okay, that makes it. He misses my true meaning as he leans back, satisfied I'm sympathetic to his cause. I'd rather get down to work. I got a burp. Finished. Looks like I am too. Good job. The two of us. Okay, that was a burp. Okay. The two of us connect up the lines of our patterns. Mine being so close at a copy as I could manage for hers. Yay! You guys made a symmetrical thing. I cannot make it symmetrical. Okay, no, I have no idea what I was going with that. With a grunt, I lever myself up from the floor and look around. Aside from Hanako and myself, there's only Kenji left finishing off a sign, as well as Lily and a couple of students talking among themselves. And, oh snap! I hit the table. Legitimately, I had the keyboard holder out of it, and I ran the chair into the table. I am so sorry, table. There's only Kenji, okay, as well as Lily and a couple of students talking amongst themselves in the classroom. Looking at my watch, it's no surprise it's getting pretty late. Need a hand? My right foot's numb. I offer a hand to Hanako, which she uses to get herself up. As she does, I can't help but glance at her wrist. If her scars extend even to there, just how much of her body was burned? I feel a pang of guilt about it. However, as she quickly covers her wrist with her other hand. Looks good, doesn't it? She looks surprised for a moment before noticing that I mean the banner. It does, I guess. You know, if you said it looks good and like she thought you were talking about her scars, she would have been like, done with you, man. Her smile shows that she feels a slight sense of pride in the result, just as I do. You know, I actually could sit sideways in this chair. Holy crap, what is that? But the floor is significantly either for the decorations being placed on desks and shelves. It's much easier to get to Lily as we cross the room, because all the desks is all in a shamble. Yes, I said shamble. We finished the banner. I guess that's all that needs to be done. Lily gives an appreciative nod. Thank you, Hisao, Hanako. If there's any way I can thank you? Oh wow, god dang. It's fine, be sitting in my room studying at any rate. I don't mind either. She nods before suddenly remembering one last person. Is Kenji still here? Just as I open my mouth, Kenji gives the answer from the other side of the room. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, just finished. I had to do it. It was necessary. I really like moving around in this small space with this chair now because it's much more fun and it makes funny noises. He carefully slides his sign onto an empty section of shelf to dry before quickly walking past us and out the door. Bye, Kenji. See ya, man. Bye. The remaining two students say their goodbyes to Lily before taking their cue to leave as well, leaving only the three of us. Well, I guess that's everyone. I hope we don't have to do anything like that again. Working past school time? Indeed, the class plans this year were ambitious, maybe too ambitious. The stalls look nice though. She's right, it shows that a lot of work's gone into them. Yes, if it works well and it's blind people, you have to appreciate it. I swear to God. Why am I? I'm sure a lot of us would be glad to hear that. At least now there's not much work to do until the festival itself. Wow, it's getting pretty late. Should we go? That's probably a good idea. Are you going back to the dorms as well, Hisao? Yeah, I guess I'll tag along. God dang, the nighttime lighting really makes the gardens look quite different. Compared to the usual look of lush greenery, things are much more calm. Being that it's so late, the lack of students around probably helps. The odd one or two can be seen scurrying to and from the dorms trying to eke the most out of their approaching curfews. But no more. Ow, my knee! God dang. All that can be heard is our footsteps, in addition to Lily's cane regularly gently tapping the ground in front of her. It's nice to finally be able to relax a bit after the mad rush during school. Without even noticing it, I let out a small yawn. Tired? Yeah, I still getting used to the flow of things, I guess. The thing with Shizune took me kind of off guard though. I grit my teeth a little at the candid mention of their rather public spat. That said, I don't want to sort out what in the world was behind it. Ah, about that. I'm sorry about it being so public. Shizune and I go back some ways. Her voice seems slightly irritated as she remembers Shizune, obviously unwilling to discuss it any further. I glanced to Hanako for her views on this, but her expression is unsurprisingly evasive and difficult to read. She's like a book, you need to read through her. Okay, that's kind of weird, never mind. Either way, I guess her apologizing for it is something, even if my curiosity goes unanswered. You know, curiosity killed the cat, and so the cat got killed because curiosity was like, hey, why are you being so curious? I don't like you, and then it killed the cat. I guess, and I don't know. I'll be glad once the festival's over in any case. The change of topics welcomed clearing the thickening air quickly. I can imagine, my old school festivals were a lot more low-key than this. Yamaku stresses the idea of a school community, so the staff likes to make our festivals and such special occasions. And yet the students are the ones who do the work? What an unfair world. Well, life isn't fair. Like a lot of people would say, Hanako and Lily both chuckle in agreement, savoring the fact that none of the staff are around to hear our grumbling. I suppose coming from a strict all-girls school helped me a bit with Yamaku. Compared to there, Yamaku is much more relaxed. That apostrophe D go away towards explaining her well-bred speech and behavior in any case. As we come up to the dormitories, it eventually comes to time to leave our respective rooms. See you, Lily, Hanako. The two both give polite nods before setting off to the women's dorms, just next to the guys. You know, that would be a kind of a bad idea, minus the fact okay, I shouldn't really spoiling it, never mind. But you know, why wouldn't they have two of the same dorms across, like right next to each other? Shouldn't they have one at one end of the school and then the other dorm at the other end? You know, or something like that. So you know, stuff won't go down and stuff like that. As is to be expected of such an arrangement, there's a staff member casually patrolling around outside to prevent any nighttime shenanigans. Walking past them, I quickly stretch my arms and rub my neck, both quite sore after having worked on the floor for so long before walking to my room. It feels good to actually have direction though. After so long in the hospital, the everyday facts of studying, homework, and teachers seem almost a blessing. You know, you can praise Jesus for that. I guess if things continue like this, my time at Yamaku might turn out okay. I'm feeling tired, so I set my alarm clock to wake me up as late as I can afford, while still making it to the first class. The nurse's voice is always nagging in the back of my head. about morning jogs. I make a resolution to make up for it by going for a walk after school tomorrow. Emmy won't care either way, I bet. She won't care. Stupid shed. Alright, this is the time to just peacefully just stay quiet. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like shifting in this chair a lot because I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to. Oh no. I wake up and take a hot shower. Oh, well that was a pointless. Okay. Back in my room, the first thing I see is the familiar row of medication bottles lined up on top of my dresser. And it makes me depressed as usual. It's annoying. I thought it was okay. I thought I had my peace with this thing. Gone over it. But what I really did, I allowed myself to forget that I have a problem. Being here really reminds me of the reality, and trying to fight against it just hurts. Reflecting on it is only going to do so much. I've done this before, for months. It seems like it's time to get over it. If I allow myself to forget that my life is definitely not going to be as long as those of others, I won't get anywhere. My life may be different from others, but it is a life in progress. That is how I rationalize it. Thank you, Hisao. You are doing something. You're just saying stuff because by now people would have gave up on you like a lot of people did at your school, and so you'd be like, middle finger, screw you guys. I downed the usual handful of pills, trying to push the sudden dreary feeling out of my head. Then I prepared to head off to class early as usual. I'm scratching my knee because my knee is itchy. As I step into the hallway, I notice Kenji coming around the hallway corner, stealthily making his way over to his own room with a large bag. As he sneaks past me, silently like a ninja hiding in plain sight, I call out to him, "Hey." He jumps at the sound of my voice. "Oh, hey man, I didn't notice you there. I'm really tired." I think it's more like he didn't see me, but that's not the issue. Where have you been this early? Shopping? No, I wasn't shopping. Sometimes I have to visit the math teacher. Yeah, I figured it would be a good idea to find out when the next exam is, since he tells you in advance if you want. Wait! Oh, wait, okay, never mind. He's like partially blind. Okay, I was wondering, how do blind people take tests? Like, I was curious about that. So, then what's in the bag? I thought I'd go shopping while I was outside. I need supplies to continue the fight against the feminist conspiracy. Wait a second. You said you went okay. I thought you didn't go outside. I wear a hat now. Okay, Harry Potter. Did you... Okay, I got nothing good. I decided to not point out that he is not wearing a hat. An awkward silence settles between us, and then Kenji breaks it by pushing his door open slowly, releasing a creaking sound into the air that only makes the moment seem more awkward. He sets the bag down inside his room and then closes the door. I'm surprised you went out on your own to find out a test date. Trying to take advantage of an opportunity to study is pretty diligent. I never study. Oh. I just wanted to know when the next test day was. I'm still going to take it, duh. I need to know so I know what day I can't afford to skip class. He usually sends out updates on that crap by phone, so I had to step out and check up on it. And why do you have to go out when you can get it on your phone? I don't carry a phone. What do you mean you don't carry a phone? You mean you just leave it at home? No, I don't use phones. I don't have a phone. I have no phone. I know I have no phone I have. The phone I have is no. The phone says that it says no. And so that phone is now no. Why don't you have a phone? How can you not have a phone? No phone at all? No phone? God damn it, Sal. You just said the same thing I just said. Screw you. I just don't like phones. Actually, I'm kind of scared of them. I don't know why. I think it's some kind of repressed trauma. But basically, when I hear a phone, I get nervous. It's my darkest secret. I have two theories on it. Either I have some fear of receiving some undefined, ominous, life-altering doom call, or I was beaten with a phone in the past. Beaten so badly I can't remember it. It was a Nokia. Beaten in the head. Well, where else could I get beaten with the phone that would make me unable to remember it? The ass? Unexpectedly logical, I feel very depressed now. Sensing this conversation is more or less over, Kenji opens his door again and prepares to head inside. Yeah, I'm going to sleep, dude. Have a good one. Class is going to start in like 20 minutes. I already did something today. Too tired to go to school. Hey, you need some lip balm? I accidentally bought 2 because I thought the store had started selling individual AA batteries? Thanks, but no thanks. Whatever, man. Okay. I guess the store clerks didn't really help a half-blind person, but alright. That proves that the community of this entire town is like, hey, this guy, he's half-blind. He's from Yamaku. Let's not help him. He swiftly enters his lair, finally letting me go to the class. Even though it's kind of simple, for a change, I'm not among the first ones to come to the morning class. Instead, almost everyone else seems to be here already. I recognize most of my class by their faces by now, though the names escape me still. Well, that's how I feel every time I enter the classroom. The class goes on lazily. I think I'm starting to get into the rhythm of the school. I have even stopped worrying about taking notes and being overtly attentive. The first days, I was pretty high-strung in class. Mito finished his lecture about electricity early, but continues without a pause about the festival. So, as you know, the festival's on the day after tomorrow. I hope everyone's projects are going to be successful this year. Hey, have a good time. But also, come Sunday, please keep the meaning of this festival in your minds. Games and fried food! Yay! Fried food. Everyone burst out in laughter, and so do I. Yes, thank you, Mikado. But what I meant was that, the remainder of his sentence is buried beneath the ring of the lunch bells, and everyone starts packing their things. Mito deliberates for a moment, but since almost nobody seems to pay attention anymore, he gets up and sits down. On your swivel chair! It's crowded in the hallway, or as crowded as hallways in the school probably get. Most of the students seem to be heading down for the cafeteria. Because they want, oh no! Hisao, I'm going to make you a one-time only super extra special lunch offer. That is a really long sentence just to say in one go. Alright, Emmy's homemade lunch boxes and the privilege of enjoying them in private with 2 bombshell beauties. Wait, bombshell beauties? Her overly flirtatious sales pitch echoes in the hallway, a remarkable feat since it's full of people. Lots and lots of people. Look at those people. Why it is the same people? I don't know. Emmy strikes a very confident looking pose as though as an attempt to one-up her own ridiculousness, puffing her most modest chest and making the V for victory sign with her hand. Sounds delicious. What do I owe this honor of being invited? You stood there looking really lost and sad, so I thought you could use some company. That is probably the most depressing reason imaginable. So how about it? You're probably lonely and would eat that awful cafeteria food all alone. Otherwise, I'm kidding. You're such a jokester. Racing gloves? Yeah. Sure, I'll have your lunch offer. With pleasure. What? Let's go to the roof. Again. I don't want to mention the anime, but again, the roof? Why the roof? Because that's where we eat lunch. And if I don't get up there, then she'll probably wander off, and then I just know she'll go hungry because she never packs a lunch for herself. Who will? Come with me. Okay, without answering my question or waiting for a response, she grabs me by the arm and drags me through the hallways. Well, isn't that safe? I attempt to make conversation on the way. Why do you have an extra lunch? Emmy smiles guiltily. Actually, it's yesterday's lunch. I stepped in around at lunch and forgot to eat it. Huh. The stairway to the roof is a little dilapidated, but it's clearly been used recently. At the top of the stairs is a door, complete with missing padlock. I wonder who the intrepid. Oh my god, I swear to god, I'm gonna punch myself. I can't say this simple word. Intrepid individual was that removed the lock. Flashy flash. Emmy shoves the door open and steps beaming into the sunlight. Okay, I'm gonna end off here because this is gonna get a little bit weird and it's almost 50 minutes. So, I guess this was kind of productive, but who knows, because I've been hitting my desk with this chair. So hopefully I don't do the same thing again. So, I guess that should be it because we kind of know who that is. But, ow. Stupid headphones. Alright, so, as always, I hope you guys have a great day. In front of the dorm building. Oh wow, I can't even. Dorm building. The dorm is built on a slightly elevated ground with a wall and a few trees that everyone has to circle around every time they come or go. It's probably the only inconvenient design in the school. You know, yeah, best idea ever. Just have a tree just hanging out there, be like, hey, I'm a tree. I'm gonna be one of your obstacles.